So you are 15 weeks pregnant. Congratulations as always. Now, I don't know about you, but I always loved getting to more rounded numbers like 10, 15, 20 weeks. It was just a lot more exciting somehow. So let me know if you are the same. But enough of me rambling on. Let's take a look at how your little baby is doing this week. So textbooks say that your baby is now about 4 inches long, which is about 10 centimeters and roughly the same size as an apple or an orange. So you take your pick depending on your fruit bowl. Baby is also weighing in at 2.5 ounces now, which is just over 70 grams as well. And that is a lot bigger than last week. Baby's legs are now longer than its arms and everything is looking a little bit more proportionate and a bit more baby-like. Another development is that baby's taste buds are forming, and while there's nothing to taste in the womb just yet, they're getting ready for all of that lovely milk later on when they're born. Now, there are 2 lovely changes that come with week 15, and the first is that your baby can now sense light. So if you shone a torch on your belly like the one on your phone, then baby will be able to sense that and will probably squirm away. And while you can't feel any of that going on inside you when you do it, it's almost like a small way of communicating with them, isn't it? And on that note, you actually can communicate with them this week. Well, sort of, because an amazing development for week 15 is that your baby is now able to hear you. Yep, so make sure you get chatting away. You can ramble like I did, you can read them books, you can sing them songs, you can play them your favourite music, but either way it's a lovely experience either to do on your own or with your partner. I have some really vivid memories of lying there and seeing my other half talk to his baby inside my tummy, and I welled up every single time. It's those pesky pregnancy hormones for you. We've talked about baby, but what about you? How are you feeling and what is being 15 weeks pregnant really like? Well, here at Channel Mum, we're comparing the textbook versus the truth with a little help from some expectant mums just like you. Well, for most women, this is around the time that you start to feel that little bit better, and it may happen earlier or it may happen later, but either way, you do get your sparkle back eventually. Well, some of it at least. Our best advice would be to try and enjoy this time as much as possible, because it's often described as the best part of your pregnancy, especially when that little bump of yours starts to pop. So let's take a look at those 15-week bumps. Here's mine and some other mums' pregnant bellies at 15 weeks. I think I definitely popped around this point. This is my 15-week belly, and I don't know about you, but I think I have seriously grown.
So bump is probably bumping out now, bumping out, popping out even. I am trying to embrace it, I'm trying my best.
Here is my bump for 15 weeks. I think I definitely popped much earlier in this pregnancy than in my last pregnancy, but I do love having a bump. Just makes it all so real and lovely.
So if any of you have popped, let us know in the comments down below, and just remember that the size of your belly isn't always an indication of the size of your baby, so try not to worry if you don't feel like you look pregnant yet. It will soon change. If you are feeling a little bit perkier, then one thing that's really good to think about is what you're eating. Now, I think we've all heard of that phrase, eating for two, and I might have been a little bit guilty of that when I got my appetite back, but what I didn't realise in terms of how many additional calories that you need per day when you're pregnant is that you don't need any additional calories per day in the first trimester. You only need 340 calories per day extra in the second trimester, and only an extra 450 calories per day in the third trimester. So when you actually think about it, that's really not that much at all, and it's worth keeping in mind so you can stay as healthy as you can. So what else can you expect? Well, on Channel Mum we have tons of vlogs for every stage of pregnancy, including the week that you're at right now. So let's see what some expectant mums had to say about being 15 weeks pregnant.
The symptoms have died down a lot, and I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining at all.
Since I last saw you, I have kind of taken like a turn for the worse really. Really queasy and really tired.
I still felt a little bit tired sometimes. I think I felt the baby move. I know it's really early, but I went and had my eyelashes done the other night, and the bed that you lay on is so flat. When we were chatting away and she was doing my lashes, I thought I felt like a little flutter in my stomach.
The sickness, I would say, is pretty much gone now, so yeah, symptoms wise I'm doing okay. I'm in maternity jeans at the moment because my tummy has gotten not like a bump, but just a little bit rounder.
Morning sickness is starting to get more manageable. I'm still feeling sick and I'm still being sick, but it's definitely better and more manageable than it was in the first trimester.
No stretch marks have appeared yet. I am getting better. Finally, I am getting better at applying the body butter every night. I think now I have a little bit more of a bump. It reminds me more that I need to do it. General nausea has gone, although I think I'm starting to feel quite tired and sick, but I think that's like today I felt quite lightheaded this morning when I got up.
So now it's time to look at the good, the bad and the ugly of being 15 weeks pregnant. The good, you're likely to have more good days than bad days now, and soon you might even develop the glow. These days I call that highlighter. The bad, you're pretty bored of waiting for your bump to pop. Come on belly, where are you? And the ugly, the cravings have hit and your other half probably doesn't find it appropriate to go and buy you pickles at 3 in the morning. Shame. We hope that you've enjoyed our textbook versus the truth of being 15 weeks pregnant. As always, we would absolutely love to hear how you and Bump are doing, so make sure you leave us a comment down below and let us know how it's going for you. If you'd like something to watch after this, then why not check out all the other vlogs from other mums who are 15 weeks pregnant right now on Channel Mum. We'll leave the link down below for you as always. So that's all from us here at Channel Mum, and we will see you again next week.